Now, if you're having a hard time picking the right Galaxy Watch for you, you're not alone. This is EBPMAN Tech Reviews, and today we're going to look at the entire family of Galaxy watches, and I'm going to help you with your buying decision. Let's get right to it. Now in this video, we're going to take a look at 5 features that are going to help you select the right Samsung Galaxy Watch for you. And let's face it, there are a variety of watches that are still available on the market today. Some of them are the newest, some of them are not so new, but they're still great priced. So we're going to take a look at each one of these features to help you with your purchasing decision.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now the first thing we're going to take a look at is which watches can you swim with. So first of all, you can swim with the Active 2, with the Active, and with the Galaxy Watch. Now, you cannot swim with these two that you have here, but all of them have an IP rating, meaning that if you're using this for a run and you do get wet, or even if you take a shower with these, you're okay. Now, if you're interested in being able to listen to music on your wrist or listening to a phone call on your wrist, then you're going to want these watches. So the Frontier, the Classic, the Galaxy Watch, and the Active 2 all have speakers and have mics. So you can listen to music. You can also take phone calls and answer those phone calls as if it was an earbud or an earpiece. Now the only one that does not have a speaker is this one right here. So this is the original Galaxy Watch Active that was released last year. This one does not have a speaker. So the only thing that you can do with this watch is if you do have an incoming call, you can swipe to answer, and if you're listening to music, you can use the watch as a remote control, but there's no speaker at all in this watch to give you the ability to listen directly from the watch. Now the next feature that we're focusing on is LTE capability, or independent call ability. So the Frontier, the Classic, the Galaxy Watch, and the Galaxy Watch Active 2 have the ability to come in a variant that is LTE based. Now that means that it can have its own independent phone number, or it can be paired with your existing phone number. Now some carriers like T-Mobile and AT&T have the ability where even though this watch will get its own individual number, they kind of pair them together so that when your phone number is rung, someone keys it in, both your watch and your phone will ring. Now, the Active, the original Active, is not LTE capable. There's no LTE variant. And remember, it doesn't have a speaker either. So these watches that you see here can run independently, meaning disconnected from your phone. You can leave it at home if you'd like, and you can take phone calls. You can get text messages and everything. This one, you cannot. Now, if you're interested in a watch that's going to be able to stream Spotify, so you can listen to music on its own, then you're going to want either the Frontier, the Classic, the Galaxy Watch, or the Active 2. The actual Active, the original Active that I have right here, does not support streaming directly to the watch, because remember, it has no speaker. So these watches that you see here can stream independently in one of two ways. Either via Wi-Fi, that means that if your phone is not with you, you can have it streamed directly from Wi-Fi, or if you have the LTE variant, right, this is the one where it's actually a cell phone, then you can stream to these directly. This is great if you're on a run and you want to stream Spotify on your run, you'll be able to do that. Oh, and by the way, you can connect a Bluetooth headphone to all of these as well. Now, if you're looking for the watch that has the longest battery life, then that's going to be the Galaxy Watch. Now, these other two are going to give you similar battery life. So here, in my experience, I've been able to get over 4 days of use out of my Galaxy Watch. When I look at my Classic and my Frontier, I get 3 to 4 days. Now, as I'm looking at this one right here, and again, this is a smaller watch, so it has a smaller battery. As I look at the Active first generation, I'm going to get maybe 2.5 days, 2 to 2.5 days, maybe 3 sometimes pushing it. But then over here, as I look at the Active 2, which is larger, the larger one, I'm getting 3 days out of. So the battery life also varies depending on the watch that you choose. Now, as I do videos, I always get the question about what type of watch do I have, because it doesn't look like a standard Galaxy Watch. And if you notice right here, and I'll bring this up a little bit closer, this watch right here, my Galaxy Watch, is a complete silver look. Now I'm going to twist it to the side, and you're going to notice that there's a black ring on the side. So I'll include a link to this product, but Rinky has these stick-ons. See, these stick-on rings. And what you can do is change the look of either of these watches just by putting this ring on it. Let's go ahead, we'll grab this one right here, and you'll notice I'll put it right on top. And it changes the way it looks completely. Now you can take this off. I've had this ring on my watch since we did the review, and I've had no issues. It's gotten wet. and it hasn't come off, and it feels still great on it, and it looks great, and it changes the actual look of your watch. The cool thing about it is you can take it off and it won't damage your watch either, and you can replace it for another ring to give you another look. Now look at this one right here. So if I put this on top, if I stick it, this is what my Frontier would look like. I can also use this one right here. So here's my Classic. And you'll notice I can put a ring. And there's a variety of different rings. You can get other silver rings. You can get rings with black lettering, or you can get the silver on silver. So I'll include a link. So if you want to be able to just dress it up and change things, you should be able to do that. Now, all of these watches also support removable bands. And you can see that each one of these has a different look. So you're not really stuck with the out-of-the-box look. I highly advise that you check out my videos on leather bands and on bands, because it really changes the way you use your watch. And I'm the type of person that I carry multiple bands with me in my backpack. So I have, leather bands if I want to dress. I have sport bands if I want to go sport. And then I also have hybrid bands, and we'll flip this one over for a second. That has kind of a leather finish on top, and then also a rubberized finish on the bottom. So if you use this for a run and you don't want the leather to look kind of like all sweaty, these are the type of bands to go for. So we have those bands on the channel, so all you have to do is check out my video to learn more. Now, the last thing I just wanted to mention is that all of these watches have fitness capabilities. All these watches have calendar capabilities. They're pretty similar in every single way. The exceptions are the areas that I just covered. So let me know if this video helps you with your purchase, and if you're planning on picking up a Galaxy watch in this holiday or just now, let me know which one you're going to pick up. I'm going to have pricing, the most current pricing available for each one of these watches. And I want to tell you that the pricing varies too. So here's just one last tip. Let me give you an example. Some of these watches, let's say for example, this one right here, the Galaxy Watch Active Original, I've seen it as cheap as $160. So you're looking at $160 to $199 for this watch right here. The Active 2 is a little bit more expensive, $299. As I look at here, the Galaxy Watch, I've seen it $317. As I look at the Classic, anywhere from $300 to $322, and the Frontier, I've seen it for up to $259. Now, also Amazon has refurbs or what they call renewed versions that look really great too, and that would bring the price even lower. So if you're interested in getting into a smartwatch, but really I would say budget conscious, you could always check some of those renewed versions. I'll also include those links in the description area. So let me know if this video helped you with your buying selection. I'll see you in the next one.